Hey everyone, it's Julie. Today we'll be making smothered pork chops. These were delicious and I really hope you all are as excited as I am for this recipe. So let's get started. I used boneless pork chops for this recipe, but you may certainly use bone-in if you prefer. Make sure to season the pork chops on both sides really well, to your liking of course. I used salt, pepper, oregano, smoked paprika, and a little bit of chili. I did not trim the fat off the pork chops. Since we'll be searing these, the fat will get nice and crispy. I also seasoned the all-purpose flour with the same exact spices that I used on the pork chops. Make sure to season it well because we are going to be coating the pork chops in the flour, and I like a really nice, well-seasoned pork chop. So you want to coat the pork chops on both sides. Make sure to shake off the excess flour, and now we're ready to sear our pork chops. Fried the pork chops for about 4 to 5 minutes on each side. We're not cooking them all the way, we just want the pork chops to get a nice color on both sides, and the flour will help give it a nice crust, plus it will also act as a thickening agent to thicken the sauce later on. They look pretty good right now. I love a good dry fried pork chop. And by dry, I don't mean the actual meat being dry, but just it not containing any sauce. Fried pork chops with rice and beans is very good too. Maybe I'll make an entire video on rice, beans, and pork chops. So good. All right, so now you want to remove the pork chops from the skillet. I did get rid of most of the oil, but I kept just enough to saute the shallots and garlic. Shallots burn very quickly, so I just threw them in along with the garlic, which also burns very quickly. And the skillet was very hot, so I definitely kept an eye on them. They caramelized in less than 10 seconds, and then I added the all-purpose flour, the same one that we seasoned earlier. I just kept some to the side. Give everything a stir. I added a little bit of butter, about a tablespoon. You may add more. And once the butter melted, I poured in some white wine. I love the flavor that it gives it, but you can definitely omit the wine. And once the wine reduced, I then poured in the chicken stock. It looks pretty bad right now, but it will all come together. It will turn into a delicious, silky sauce. It looks good right now, but we still need to add some heavy cream to make it even nicer and creamier and delicious. You may even pour in some hot sauce. It's so good. I didn't because I didn't want to, because I didn't have it, I think. I don't know. But yeah, definitely add some hot sauce. And now you want to place the pork chops back into the skillet. Those pork chops look delicious. I think it looks so good. Flip the pork chops over. You want to really smother them. Get that sauce all over. And some of you mentioned that my kitchen looks different. I did not move. I'm on vacation in Florida, visiting my grandparents and my family. And I've been filming in Florida in their kitchen. That's why the kitchen looks different. All right, back to these delicious pork chops. You want to cover them and let them simmer over low heat for about 10 minutes or until the pork chops are fully cooked through. Sprinkled a little bit of parsley just to make it look nice. And I serve these over white rice. You may serve them over mashed potatoes. You may serve them with a side of salad and use the sauce as a little dressing, whatever you want. These were so delicious. I highly recommend them. Definitely give them a try. Let me know if you do. The recipe will be down in the description box below. And I want to thank you all so much for watching.